Welcome to an update that has been long overdue as regards this whole app development. This isn't like a long video or anything that's going to be revolutionary, but I thought for anyone who actually has been watching the series so far, it's just been ages since I've updated this, and so I thought it was just important to put something out there, basically just to add some context on why there has been such a long break when I was hoping to originally do like one video a week to sort of just show the gradual progress. Now, that whole more relevant like video a week is going to be coming back from this weekend like onwards. I'm going to be filming the progress and then updating you on how it goes with this whole app development journey. As context of why there just hasn't been one, I just sort of over the Christmas period, then the New Year, and sort of January, I had a mix of just catching some sort of bug that just gave me complete brain fog. And it's not much of an excuse, really, but just after work and family and everything, I just didn't have the headspace to really get involved in coding. So the project kind of got left to the side for a little bit, and the progress wasn't there. And then afterwards, I sort of had like 20 minutes here, half an hour there that I kind of did in amongst a bunch of other commitments, sort of through the mid to late January, and then down to, well, where we are now, which is like mid-February. So I filmed actually an introduction a couple of times of a new video that I would do like this. And it just either the weekend fell apart. Realistically, a couple of weekends I was just plain lazy. And some it just things didn't work out. I wasn't able to spend the time. So when I got to the end of the weekend or the week, I was just like, there's not enough either content. It's just not worth your guys' time watching it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you found that useful still, but I didn't feel good putting it out there of just, oh, here's 20 minutes that I did twice this week, and this is the progress I had, which wasn't much to show for it. So yeah, that's where we're at now. Now, as regards where the project is, I sort of over that period, I got a little bit fed up and tied up with a few different bugs, especially on the back end with the iCloud and Swift data and how it was all working. So I basically decided to rebuild the app from scratch, but to kind of do it in a more methodical way now that I'd actually built it to the point that I had originally. And I have to say that it's actually going a lot more streamlined, and I'm not more pleased with the results so far. But I'm just building it as I want it, completing each view as I go, and the back end as well, adding in the features that I want as it goes. And it's just a more streamlined code base, really. So that's where I'm at the moment. What we'll do now is I'll just give you a little tour of where I am with the app. Let's just visit Xcode, and then my plans for what's coming next in this series. But yeah, I just wanted to do this because I know it's not a special or I don't know if this is enjoyable for you to see, but I just wanted to be open with anyone that was following this series or subscribed for watching this through, that this is where we are. Realistically, this is what I've been doing, and it's going to change where there'll be more content on this just to keep you updated if that's what you're watching for or interested in. Anyway, I'm burbling on. So let's have a look at Xcode. I'll show you where the project is at and where we go from there. Right, so here's the project as it stands right now. We're just running it on an iPhone 16 simulator. And yeah, this is basically where we're at. So we've got the main calendar view. I've structured the way that this is all done differently as well. So I've actually got, if I can show, well, actually, I'll just describe it. So I've got a main view that now holds this calendar view, and this is a separate view that then will scroll between the two. If I select a date, it then gives you the events or the behavior. And I kind of wanted to add this sort of type of button on it, which is a little bit better personally, I think. But anyway, so this is where we're at. And then obviously you get a new entry, or we can add the behaviors, which is what I'm going to do. I have this all works as it should do, which is good, and the date updates as it should do, which is cool. We've also got the GoPro and the settings one, which is what we'll add later on. And one thing I did want to do is I actually removed the add an entry up here, and I've kept it on specifically onto the events and like entries area of the view. And I just thought it made it look a little bit cleaner and kept all of the interface together, which was, yeah, instead of things like a random bar on here that seemed to sort of, yeah, be a little bit separate from what we've got going on at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, that's basically where we're at. In the back end side of things, I've got the events and the entries all set up, and that's working with Swift Data. So my next task over the coming week will be to create the entry view, then add the back end data for the behaviors and add the add behavior view and get it to all display correctly and neatly down here. And that's basically where my goal is. And then as regards the how often that I'll be doing this, I'm going to just be posting regardless each weekend. And they might be shorter videos, they might be longer videos, depending on where we're at. But if you did subscribe or you were watching along this, at least hopefully it gives you some context of where I'm at and just put something out there to show what to expect in the coming months. But this is generally just having to be something that I'm working on a little feature daily, just achieving a little something that hopefully works for me and keeps the ball rolling because work's been busy and family's been intense. But it's going to be, yeah, continual progress, hopefully, over the coming months. So you're going to keep it going. Thank you for watching. Yeah, and well, I say hopefully, I will be back next week with another installment of how this project is going, and we'll see some progress. Okay, so yeah, stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.